tutty, baby. Let's fucking go!
Welcome to DD Live. Thank you for tuning in. As always, your host, Angel Camacho, and I'm joined by my esteemed colleagues, Jose Perra and the Stifler, Mikey Sabina. Guys, we're finally here. Our addiction is going to be replenished this weekend, and the Winter Classic is upon us. No winter in Miami. I already looked at the weather. You know, anyone's gonna wear long sleeves. It's a good idea to lose some weight, but let's get talking about this tournament. We've been missing some football from DD, and it's unfortunate. It's one of the things that unfortunately is highlighting this tournament. The injuries, missing a couple key players, marquee names such as Joan is not going to be in the tournament. Someone's return that we were very desperately looking forward to seeing. CC, another great player, not going to be playing in the tournament. Drew, unfortunate injury that he took in Turkey Bowl. Drew, hope you recover and playing football back again soon. And a slew of other players, including Jose Martinez, and I'm sure I missed a couple. So
yeah, I think Jose got hurt in Turkey Bowl too.
Absolutely, yeah. No, today I was seeing him in PT, and he was telling me his whole left side is just completely banged up. So he's obviously going to take some time away from the game. But you know, when we don't have our regular DD members, then you know it's part of the family's missing. So a little bit of the allure of the tournament has been dissipated, washed away. But a little bit of what we're going to do in this segment is that we're going to talk to you a little bit about the newcomers, the rookies, some names to look at, and who better than to give us the intel than the all-knowing, almighty, all-knowledgeable Jose Perra. Talk to us about those rookies.
Bro, I mean, I think Mikey can attest to them as well. I think obviously it always sucks that people go down or that people can't make a tournament, especially for injuries and stuff like that. But I at least for myself, I think I'm very happy that all the replacements are rookies, you know, and people that honestly don't. Well, aside from Al that replaced CC, I think everyone else hasn't played in a while. So it's good to them to come back to the game and to come back, you know, to DD, which is something new that they've never experienced. So I mean, like I said, CC, you know, got replaced by Al. Al's, you know, a phenomenal two-way player. You know, been around for a while. One of the better DBs, and very, very versatile offensively. But you know, great replacement to bring Al on. You know, and again, a new face. I think Andy replacing Drew as a quarterback for the Steelers. Someone that has been playing flag for a while, hasn't played in a while, as far as I'm concerned. I haven't seen him around, but great addition. You know, great guy, great energy. You know, he fits that DD mold. You know, so that's good. And then I think Mikey, you know, Rolly, yeah.
Rolly's he's like super high IQ. One of those players that like they know the game super well, but athletically, they weren't born with the best gifts ever, but he can catch the ball just fine. And bro, a guy can even call plays. Like I've played tournaments with him, and when we're down back, he'll call a play at center. Like the guy knows what to do, what works. He coaches football. Like he's a very good, solid pickup. I really like him.
I thought you guys were going to jump on the notion that Andy Fuentes actually got able to get into DD.
Well, I think it was long overdue because, I mean, I'm pretty sure, at least, I don't know, who am I to say, but I'm pretty sure he tried or he was brought up to the last season's DDPA as a replacement for Mo. And for whatever reason, it didn't go through or whatnot. But I know that he's been trying for a while. And I know that in this situation, he was unofficially the replacement for a while before it actually became official because he was taking his time doing the registration and whatnot. So, I mean, good to have Andy on.
Yeah, bro, he's athletic. I think Pablo's going to have fun with him. He can't play defense. And not that he's like a god defensive player or anything, but
that's where his value is.
Yeah, and he can throw, but he's gonna have fun, bro. Like, he's gonna take shots. That guy's a tremendo risk taker. He just throws bombs. Pablo should have fun. I don't think, well, we can talk later. I don't think his draft, what Johan drafted, fits him at all.
At all.
I think Andy hates that draft. When he sees his team compared to teams, he'll be like, wow, this doesn't fit me at all. We've played with Andy, and Andy likes deep guys.
He's another. He comes from that cheeky mold. He just give him speed.
Gunslinger.
So I don't know. I'm actually super to see how Andy does. If he takes that team deep, holy shit, like a star is born. But I don't think it fits him. But I'm glad he's in either way. This is what the tournament's about, bro. Just getting exposed with, so you're in for the season. That's how I got in.
I think ultimately the inclusion of Andy just sort of speaks the level how we're raising the bar of the athletic ability and the skill rating.
I'll be in too is, bro, even though the guy, and he'll admit it, he's past his prime, dude, that guy's a freak defensive player. Like, if he's a safety, just don't throw it deep. In fact, he's playing with Chris D. I wouldn't be shocked if Chris D moves to DB and Al's a safety. I don't know what they're gonna do, but Al is a defender first, and I'll give CC. CC's a little bit of a better offensive player, but even then, I was like right there, bro. Like, it's a good pickup. And I like him for DD a lot. He's the perfect prototype. Another new top 10 player to have that can play both ways, that you're gonna draft early. You want guys like that.
Yeah, we know that after a tournament, a lot of players are not going to be able to commit for a full season.
Potential captain once he learns how DD works, bro. And he's a nice guy. Like, I've played in tournament. I did a similar DD tournament by DNA. I don't know if you guys remember this back in the days. Andy used to have them.
Mm-hmm.
I got drafted first round. I got drafted like last. This was like a long time ago. I played with Willie. And dude, I was our guy. Like I played with him. That guy's a phenomenal player. He's perfect for DD. And he's nice. He doesn't care. He likes to work with people that need help. Like, he's coachable. Oh, he coaches up while you play. Like,
he coaches, I think, for St. Brendan. So it's in him. He's that type of guy.
Perfect for DD.
And it's great for the league. And it's great for the league, the amount of balance that we have in, that it's not too top heavy and not too bottom heavy. You know, you're getting a little bit of what DD is supposed to be, elevating the quality of play, but at the same time, understanding your target audience and making sure that, you know, that your mainstays are not that left behind.
Oh, and then I just saw it here. We forgot about Hollywood dropping.
That's
for Willie Johnson. Another great addition. I mean, I love Willie personally, great guy. Just great addition. Like I said, I think, in my opinion, my favorite part, besides the guys going down, is the fact that every single replacement has been a new face, is a rookie to DD.
Yep, absolutely.
I like new people coming in.
Absolutely. So the family keeps getting bigger. The family keeps getting bigger, and then it'll make sure that when we get to the next season, you know, the worries that we had last season with the amount of teams and the amount of players, that, you know, the competitive balance is there, and that we don't have too many teams in that lower echelon where then the games, you know, you could already predict who's going to win before the game starts. So that's pretty solid on the DDPA's part, and obviously for the powers that may be within DD recruiting, letting the guys in through the red tape. So that said, any other gossip that we should know about? Anything lurking in the chat? Nothing? Did I miss anything?
There's I believe there's another replacement for sure going down. There might be another, from what I'm hearing, from a fellow captain. But we'll get there when we get there.
So we still could have 1 to 2 changes this week.
Yeah. I think it's safe to expect at least 2 more changes. By the time, like right now when we're recording,
right?
Maybe by the time it comes out, those replacements have taken part. But I would say for sure at least 1.
Okay. Well, that's always expected. And but you knowing the quality of players in the pool and all that, who was your biggest that you saw was the biggest reach? Like, why is he going here? He doesn't, because we know that you know everyone from before. So who do you think was the biggest reach and who was slept on? And don't give me Revis as slept on.
So Revis is out of that picture because
he's coming back from injury.
Yeah, he's come back from injury, but he was
unfair, where he was
he
put in the
ranked
rankings, bro.
unfairly.
He was being ranked
But-
with 2 healthy ACLs.
Yeah, but even then, he dropped. Like there was no way I thought he was gonna drop to the 50s.
Bro, 30
Like
spots.
I was like, bro, that is nuts. But let me see. Let me pull up the draft board. Somebody that was a reach. Oh man.
I could give you like 2 names that I think personally are reach.
Go ahead while I take a look.
I'll start. And I could start, I'll give you like a tier 2 reach and a tier 3 reach just to start. I'll start slow. Correct me. I don't know. I'm saying he's a reach because I don't know who the guy is. Repo.
That's not a reach. That's a perfect draft.
Okay. I don't know who that is. I swear I don't know him.
Yeah.
And
But
then
I think he was drafted accordingly.
Because I remember he was like ranked right next to me or something, like in the 40s.
No, yeah, like late 30s, but I think he got drafted. I wouldn't consider him a reach.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember when we were doing our models, you were telling me that Repo's gonna be that Repo is like 10, 20 spots better than where they have him.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea who he is, bro. So I was just saying that.
And then your tier 3,
No, he was the tier 3.
Who's your tier 2?
and then
I thought your tier 3 was gonna be somebody else.
No, I think honestly, a tier 2 reach, like Chink was a reach.
I have to agree because of the just that whole word value.
Yeah.
He could have kept trading back and up somewhere else to get Chink.
Yeah, Chink. I mean, I don't. Whoops, sorry, I ignored the call. Chink is good, but I don't think he brings that offensive. Like to get him at 5, I think if you're getting a top 5 pick, the guy needs to be both ways. Very good. If you have a top 5 pick, if he's not gonna be that guy, then trade up. My opinion. But I think he was the reach there. Tier 3. I'm gonna have to go biggest. The falls was CC at 20. I don't know how that happened. He should have fallen there. In fact, I think I'll talk crazy. I think you take CC first, and you take Chink and DD. Talking crazy there.
That's tough. That one's tough. Given this format, that one's a little tough.
Yeah, but it's certainly something that like you wouldn't be like, oh wow, like that. Well, how are you gonna do that? That's crazy.
I think a huge. I just because it caught my eye. I don't think it's not a reach, but a huge fall. Which again, to be fair, he was also. I think he was ranked even more unfairly than Rivas was, and that was Josh.
Who's Josh?
Josh, he replaced Pepito in my team in the season. He was rated 33. So he was rated as the number 1 tier 4 and fell to 65.
30 spots.
Oh, bro, I know who you're talking about.
That was only because Laura was like, yo, Perra. I'm like, bro, you gotta draft him. Like, you gotta draft him.
He's dope. Yeah. They had him. Chris P ranked him in the 30s. I remember. I was like,
33. He ranked him as the best tier 4. I'm like, oh man, like, bro.
Yeah. Where should he have gone? Where he went?
No, I think he's a solidified tier 5. And I think if he's rated in that middle pack of tier 5, like around, a Bender, a Chris J, a Jose, a Laz, Cifuentes, if he drops to 66, it's not that big of a deal because Laz was rated right around that pack and fell to 65.
Okay.
Yo, Hollywood felt nasty too, bro. What's up with that?
Hollywood fell, but I mean, I think with reason, everyone was scared for his injuries.
Okay.
And then
and then he got hurt. And then he got hurt. He got hurt playing red zone. And I saw when he pulled up. He didn't even play in Turkey Bowl.
Yeah.
He didn't even play in Turkey Bowl.
Petey fell. Hey, wait! I called the last segment. If I find the video, I said I bet Petey falls into the 20s. I told Pep, I was like, no shot. I'm like, watch, bro. 24.
Yeah, 24. 24.
24, you gotta take Petey, bro. That's why I like the Falcons a lot, contrary to whoever did the rankings.
Yeah, but I think we're all looking for that huge reach that is like, bro, no shot.
Huge. I mean,
so you mean to tell me that the captains knew what they were doing?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's also harder to reach when you have a pool of players this deep.
True.
You know, it's easier to say, you should have picked, this guy or that guy, or this guy fell. But it's like, okay, who realistically is like, bro, that guy's a reach.
I can try my boy who's gonna kill me after. I can try Pablo. At 22, you don't go first, send me Pablo. That was crazy. But
Yeah, but he was gonna go there the whole time.
Right.
Yeah, they have a bond. Hey, they have a secret bond that I'm not. I need to exploit that. I need to know if Pablo's my boy or what's up. I need to find out if
Pablo's
you're
a double agent, bro. Double, triple agent.
maybe I say something about you in front of Pablo's finger to my mouth like that. Yeah.
Bro, that guy got added to the G's chat for like 2 hours. That guy's a triple agent, bro.
Yeah.
No way, bro.
Crazy.
That guy's a Ratatuski, bro. That guy's a CIA agent, bro. And he's always talking that, bro, you're right. You come here on a rat always. God forbid I go shake Perra's hand.
I'm just next time I dap him up, I don't dap him up because I don't, me and Pablo don't see it. It's just it is what it is. But I'm gonna try to dap him up with my hand like covered in cheese or something. See if he goes for it.
No.
Pablo's a nice guy, bro.
Oh,
He's
man.
the downs. You do him dirty, and so he's like that, bro.
Well, now I think we've already got into the meat and bones here. We already talked about the rookies, the faces, what we thought was a reach, what might have not been a reach. Pablo's a rat. But
Robby fell too, by the way. Robby fell too.
Let's look at the rankings.
That's actually, now that you mentioned that, the only reach that even at the draft I was like, what's he doing? Was Suazo.
Oh, and I'm gonna put Suazo on the spot right now for other Chiefs players right now. Suazo told me straight up, this DD live, never told reporters, so you know next time. I'm gonna put you on the spot. He told me, tell Cheeky not to draft me. Guess what I did? I did not say that because I'm not gonna go tell my boy that you don't want to play with him. Either way, I'm not gonna tell no captain that. Tell him yourself. If Cheeky wants to play, he wants to play, and he took him at 44. He really likes you. So, but thank God.
That's what I told him. Like, you got reached for it, but you got lucky that Robby fell.
And I don't know why. I guess he doesn't know Brandon, bro. Eddie and Brandon are two picks. Cheeky started good, bro. He just messed up drafting Suazo a little bit earlier, even though I think Suazo's pretty good. I've been seeing him in red zone.
100%. And again, he got lucky Robby fell.
Yeah. So I think his team's good, bro. I don't know why he was tripping. I'm assuming.
So they got Eddie, Brandon,
Suazo,
and Robby.
Yeah.
Cheeky throwing?
Yeah.
What is there to be mad about?
Yeah. The only problem I have is that Brandon is a little bit of an injury prone guy with his hamstring and ankle. So that's the only issue I have with that team. But other than that, I like that team. And then, like you said, I like Cheeky throwing to that team.
Another rookie we brought in too that I really like, Brandon, by the way.
No, Brandon played last tournament.
Yeah, Brandon Airtech Brandon.
I was in that.
Yeah, bro.
He replaced Justin. And what team was it? Tulane, Eddie. He actually played with Eddie too.
I guess I understand the worries with Cheeky. He's like a Fitzpatrick, throws 4 touchdowns, 3 picks, but like for 300 yards, and that's just what you get with Cheeky. So I understand. Everyone wants your prototype safe court, your Davids, your who are the quarterbacks here? Nico's, your Willies, your Johans, I guess. Johans. People want to go to those, but I guess
Johan is still playing, right?
Crazy. No one want to go to me? That's crazy.
Johan's.
Yeah,
no, better because to play for you has to be a specific type of.
Yeah, I'm not a prototypical guy.
It has to be a specific type of player. It has to be a specific type of player.
I know he's considered one of those top quarterbacks right now, and then looking at the backs, did you like any reaches or sleepers there in the back? Seriously, to show them some love.
Bro, in the back,
Angel, what's up? That boy was 78, cuz.
See, look, I would have stayed at 76. I would have definitely taken Angel.
Hey, try the Angel. Tell me you're bringing out the stickies. Did you show him the new spot?
The what?
The gloves, the new stickies you bought.
I don't wear gloves.
Oh, bro, they're gonna bring out the stickies, bro.
Nah, I don't wear
That
gloves.
boy got hands, bro.
I don't wear gloves. I don't wear gloves. I take extra gear from my team to make sure that that they're set up. There's always other traveling teams, giving out care packages, trying to take my players away. So I got to make sure I always got the gear to make sure I keep my players happy. For not having cleats, I lost Pablo.
Yeah.
Hey, you lost Pablo? Hey, that's crazy.
He's like, bro, the guy gave me cleats, bro.
Yeah.
All right, Pablo, I have like 3 pairs in the crib, bro. If you're my side, I would have given you 2, dog. What's your problem, bro?
I have every make and model. You want Under Armour? I got that too, bro.
I mean,
Oh man. So yeah, in the back end, nothing.
I don't know the names as good as Perra does. I'm looking at, I think Marine, wasn't he like gonna be almost a top 5? Top tier 5 guy last time. I think he fell.
No. I think well, based in these rank, remember, Marin is tier 7 now. So Marin, I think, was rated around like 82, 84, something like that, like the top of tier 7. So that's not a bad.
You don't think G fell? I don't know. I don't know these names like you do.
No, so actually, though, somebody that fell hard, granted, he got a horrible rep, and I think with reason, but it also wasn't his fault. Was Sebas, Sebas V, I think.
I thought you were talking about me.
No. I think it's. I honestly don't know his last name. I know it's with a V. I think it's Villegas. No, not Villegas or V.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know who like that.
But bro, he fell from 7. He didn't fall like significantly because I think he was rated like at the top of tier 6. But given where he is and what team he went to, he's a big steal because that's Devin's worst player. Now, what I tell people is it's different because it's 5-man. You're not going to be able to isolate people like that. It's not like in 4s where, you kind of want to move back in the front of the draft and up in the back end so you can have a bigger mismatch, in 4 and 5 or predominantly tier 5. But with it being 5-man, from playing in these tournaments, in DD, I feel like you almost want one of those like statues in the middle to just clog up space, make people go around them.
Like Manny's?
No, not Manny, because Manny was a baller for me, but like,
Manny E.
No, man, Manny would have gone tier 6 easily.
But I'm saying that's what you mean by people.
A statue, I'm talking about like a George Ramos, one of the guys that can't move as much or as well, that you just like, just stand in the middle, bro.
Like Lazo?
Maybe a Lazo or Roger, one of the less mobile guys.
Yeah, make them look elsewhere.
Or like a Gabe S.
Gabe
Sanchez.
Nah, man, he can move. He exposed Roger in the playoffs.
That guy's funny as hell. Like,
funny, bro.
Bro, I'm so grateful that guy's on my team. I don't care if he sucks 85. You know what? That guy is funny. That guy has me dying every day in that chat.
That's great, bro. My chat is dead, bro.
For real? Nah, Gabe is funny, bro. Hey, Gabe is hilarious, dog. That guy is give game, and I'm sure he jacks it from people, but that guy drops bombs, bro.
Yeah, my chat's dead. It's just that everyone's just serious.
Yeah, your team doesn't have a lot of like jokesters on.
No, and the thing is that half the team is like NAS, so it's just like it's.
Yeah.
I talked to Forrest and Jaime on our team chat, so it's just like that's half the people I talk to.
Really doesn't talk much, but it's mainly Jeremy and Gabriel and Nick G just cracking jokes, and David jumps in every once in a while and says some funny shit. David's low key funny. I know people don't know he's funny. Hey, David's low key funny.
I know he's funny.
Yeah, he's sarcastic funny.
Hey, David low key drops some heat. Sometimes I'm like, wow, bro, this little nerd, bro, like he's pretty funny, bro.
Yeah. So that said, guys, rankings.
Let's go.
Fired up.
Let's do it.
Let's make some people mad.
We're going to do this live for you guys right now. We're going to rank all 16 teams live. And this is the only ranking that matters. Obviously, CP's rankings were dog water. Even his pre-draft rankings, post-draft rankings, horrific. If you do Angel, I'm sure you know this. If you take a class in stats, like if you do like a T-test or a standard deviation test, from his pre-rankings to his what actually happened to the draft, the guy's standard deviation is way off.
Why'd you say Angel and not me, bro?
that guy, I don't know, Angel, that is probably got an A++ honors in stats. I don't know the test, but I know there's an actual test to tell you like, yo, your standard deviation.
Yeah, bro. Standardized deviation and the correlation between the negatives and the positives.
Well, because of the fact that everyone tries me in football, at least in academia.
I wish, yo, Angel, you know what? It would have been fire if you could do an actual like. I'm not gonna ask you to do that, but if we could actually show like how awful
like with the bell curve and everything, like showing like
he was with his pre-draft rankings, like how off he was. Because bro, there was people like 20 picks off, like Revis 27 to 50 off, like me 42 to 34. I could, bro, the guy was off, and I know it's hard. It's impossible to that. It really is impossible to get that right. Like no offense, like also I'm not gonna beat him down for that. But dude, he was holy crap off. So, anyways, we're here.
Who's the worst team? Let's start by there. Who's the worst team?
Here, guys, just for any dumb viewers that are tripping out right now that have the Chiefs 16 and Redskins number 1, I'm sliding it over like this. Okay. Oh yeah, and it's our new logo. All right, let's zoom into that. Look at that artwork, by the way, baby. What's up, DD Live? Yo, we look good.
Yeah, we do.
All right, let's get serious. So
16, worst team. Where are we at?
Oh man.
Go ahead, Perra. You can go first, bro. I don't want to be the
bearer of bad news.
It's tough. It's tough because there's 3 teams that I'm not a fan of.
All right, what are they? Let's talk about.
Well, okay. What I've heard from everyone, like the consensus from what I've gathered from multiple people, is that the Lions are the worst team.
Oh man, it's tough. I'm telling you, it's tough because I think it's the Lions, it's the Raiders, and it's the Seahawks. Not the Seahawks, the Eagles. Obviously, the Eagles have the edge when they had Joe on, and now they have Andy because the handoff game. So I think we can solidify the Eagles at 14. Now, the tricky part is 15 and 16 because although I like the top 2 of Repo and Julio Gonzalez over now Willie and Ham, I like Andy more than I like Devin.
Yeah, no, bro, I'm super excited to see a draft with what he did that it's in the middle like that. Bro, I'm excited. Bro, that's a science experiment. Like, dude, the guy has no bad players.
Yeah. But then again, Devin's worst player is Sebastian, compared to Mali for the Lions.
I think Ham got slightly slept on, bro. I know he had Beaky, but let's not forget that he had 16 touchdowns last season. I know Andy's not a deep throw type of guy. He got bashed on for that in the playoffs, but he has Willie, bro, with the handoffs, which is, bro, it's tough, and you're not gonna put a good guy to rush. Yeah, in red zone you could kill Willie because you put your best rusher. This is deep. My rusher, for example, is gonna be what's this guy's name? Either Gabe S or
Marie.
Yeah, like these are the people that are gonna rush Willie on a handoff.
But if you line up those 2 teams, Lions and Raiders, who wins?
Bro, I'm gonna have to say Raiders. So I'm gonna have to say Lions 16. Even though I like Andy over Devin, there's just.
But is that I get what Andy was trying to do with that draft plan. But 16, I just think that you're good enough to be close into the games might go your way. 1 or 2 games might go.
But the thing is, that's the worst team.
Oh wait. What Julio does Raiders have?
Julio Gonzalez, the good rusher.
The good rusher. Yeah, it's those are 2 good guys, but then everything else is just.
Yeah, but then he has the thing. That's the thing. Devin has 2 threes. Then his 2 5s are not bad. He has Nico, which he's the one that replaced Rafa for the Cowboys.
I just thought about. I'm here thinking about Julio.
No, all of Mojo's and Colts.
I love this guy as a rusher, but he's gonna play DB for the Raiders, right? He has to.
Yeah, but oh man, it's tough. But yeah, it's tough, man. But honestly, because it, like, and that's what I've told Andy 100 times. I got his strategy. I just hated the fact that he stayed with the tier 7 and with the tier 7 that low. If he would have moved to tier 6, I would have loved this draft, or even up into the top of tier 7. But the fact that he got, stuck with someone like Mally, he still has a real tier 7.
So, Perra, you got Lions 16.
Yeah, I got Lions 16.
I got Raiders 16. What about you, Angel? Break the tie.
I think you guys are forgetting how horrific Devin plays quarterback.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's tough. It's
like,
tough.
bro, like I'm telling you, like he's bad.
That's why I'm telling you it's tough. Like, even if Andy would have moved up, I don't know, man.
I mean, listen. I think I've been around for enough to know a little bit about at least the guys that are in done deal. And how many times are we, it's like, oh, this is the time that Devin's gonna show up. Didn't do it with Peaky.
All right, so let's go with Devin at 16.
Then he gets traded to the Steelers. Okay, it's his team. He's gonna be able to do it. Didn't do it. Then this past season, nothing.
Done. Devin at 16. Yeah, Lions.
I'm gonna give Andy the benefit of the doubt.
I think Andy's better than Devin. He at least he has proven it more than Devin. NDD.
I know that's why. Like I don't even. Yeah, I'll Lions 15. There's no shot for me. Is no shot.
Yeah, Lions 15, and then even though, like we said, even though we don't know how it's gonna necessarily look or mesh or whatever. This is definitely more of a Joe-on draft, obviously, than it is something Andy would have drafted. But even then, I wasn't high on the Eagles beforehand. So I think the Eagles legitimately 14.
I just don't see, man, like the conspiracy theorist in me tells me that Joe-on was planning to drop from the get because
I agree.
Because he would like I would have thought he would have been a little bit more overzealous with the trades, making more moves, and he would have gotten.
He didn't have a lot of value to trade.
I think he started realizing and looking at his draft, and he was like, "Wow, Kevin's
freaked out. He's never gonna admit it, but he freaked out because
Kevin's my DB2. Yo, I've been watching Pablo in red zone. Pablo right now looks like a cow. Yo, like that's my wide receiver 1. Kevin's my DB2. They're gonna swap. And if Kevin rushes, good luck. Like, who's your DB2?
No, and I think he freaked out because when he first traded with me, I gave him. Remember, that's when I was scared to trade with him because I was like, bro, I'm gonna give this guy the tournament, knowing that I'm giving players that he needs because of his value where he's at right now due to his injury. I gave him number 2 and number 4. Well, I didn't give him number 2 and 4, but I gave him number 2 overall. So after that trade, he had 2 and 4. So it's like, bro, I didn't want to trade. I was like, nah. And then when I got back 2 from him and he traded out of 4. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, brother, you need a horse due to where you're at right now. And then he stayed in tier 7. The same thing is he's kind of like in the same predicament as Andy, where I was like, I get it. You're trading back. Fine. But you got to get out of tier 7. You got to.
Smartest man in the room complex, just thinking you're the smartest guy. You're not, and he overplayed his hand, and he just horrible draft. And I'm gonna say it, Ben. I'm gonna say it because he's a competitor. He circled it. This tournament was curtailed for him, and the fact that he dropped, it's unfortunate.
Look. His point is good. His back end is not bad. Congrats. I get that in DD. That's important, but your top end is
horrific. Horrific.
You who's gonna bail you out? Okay, you know what? Pablo has shown that he can make the play on defense and that he could make the play on offense.
Anybody can, but you can't count on that.
Eliminate Pablo. Eliminate him. Like put your best defender on him, shadow him, and make sure he's non-existent for the whole tournament.
Now what?
To one guy. Now what? Who's gonna be your horse? Who's gonna be your dog? It's gonna be Andy handing off and Andy running like a maniac all over that field.
It was a really bad draft, and now Andy, personally, like I already said, is gonna see his draft, and he's gonna say, "Wow, bro."
Who's Andy gonna tell to run a slant goal on that team?
I know Andy's routes. Slug goal, which is slant goal, off the first play. Who's gonna run that route? No offense to Pablo. Who's gonna run that route?
Pablo, bro. Pablo, number 1 receiver.
I know, but listen, Pablo has the skill to be able to pull those catches off, but I'm just saying, like, you could just completely
The guy every time. He's not gonna fall.
double him, double his side of the field, and force someone else to beat you.
I'm gonna tell you, look at every team here who's gonna cover Pablo. I can tell you right now, Eddie right here is gonna cover Pablo.
Eddie or Brandon? Let's just say Brandon, because Eddie's gonna play safe.
Packers best defender. Who's that? I don't even know.
Ollie or Anthony?
Ollie.
Shut down.
Luis Iturre, Broncos, AJ, Steelers, Peaky, Colts, Ant Hernandez, great defender. Saints, Chris D. Bye-bye. Giants, Baca, out. Falcons, there's like 3 defenders there. I don't care who, any of them. Rams, Jerry, or Mikey. Mikey will kill you, Pablo. Chargers, I don't know who's in that team. Oh, Chink.
Or Juju.
Yeah, wow. I didn't even know he had them. Dolphins, I don't know who's there.
Georgie and Chang.
Redskins, Jaime will be fun to. Oh, Dusty. Like
Jaime or Dusty.
So Pablo is gonna. Yes, he's the one there, but bro, he's gonna have he's going to war.
Damn, and that's that Joan loves Pablo. He just set him up to fail.
That's not bad, bro. But he cannot be your ex receiver. You draft Pablo to be a defender, if anything. But now you're ex, bro. That's why I didn't like Chink going 5. Same reason. You cannot.
Well, the Eagles made some splash, made some news. Too bad it was before the tourney.
He's the one that's gonna look bad, but whatever. Maybe they have fun, bro. Hey, you never know. These crazy.
No, Andy's a fun guy to play with. I'm not knocking on Andy.
Maybe they have fun. Oh Lord.
Bomba after bomba. Who cares? That's fun to me. I would love to be. If I lose, I like going down like that. Hey, just.
All right, Angel. Who you got at 13, bro?
Bro, listen. I wouldn't even know where to jump into here because I'm very skewed. I know that you guys are gonna try to convince me to go in a different direction, but.
Well, you got a 13. Just say it. We'll debate it.
I honestly, I'm sorry. Again, you got put in a bad spot. And this time you had no power over it. I'm going to say the Steelers.
I was going to say it too. I agree with you. That was my next pick.
You know, it's like, bro, that's one bad spot for Peaky, bro. He's not going to catch any breaks.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know who's really on the team like that.
They just have too many unknowns, even for me. You know, they have too many unknowns to be ranked wherever they are.
Any higher. Because, you know, like, yeah, Peaky could shut down that first guy, or he could play safety, and it's 5, so you could hide a lot in 5s, and he could coach you. So maybe, you know, he's in that 10 to 13 range for me, because I just don't know enough about the other guys.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There's just I think
there's too much unknown.
4. Yeah, or 2 unknown.
It's not like these other teams where like we know what we're getting. You know, it's just sort of here. It's sort of like Peaky's clout is going to put you there, and then just hope to God everyone else could just, you know, put you in the conversation.
And can Andy even still throw? Like, who knows? We haven't seen that guy playing in.
And then I don't think he's gonna. Well, not I don't think. I know he's not gonna be like a threat in the handoff game. So it's like that's Peaky's not bread and butter, but that's where he adds the value. And like, you know, let's just say for my team, if I were to play them, Baca's gonna play the line every single time and take it with a handoff.
Yeah,
I would assume so.
You know, so it's like every other team that has a rusher, like, you know, like John loves to say, the Eagles, they have Kevin and Genesis. They have 2 rushers. You know, so every other team has somebody to be able to match up with the handoff game, knowing that the guy giving the handoff, Andy, so, you know, someone, let's just say like myself, I don't know, maybe a Tommy, we're not the most mobile quarterback. So once we give that handoff, we're not a threat. You know, so yeah, I think, and then like we said, too many unknowns for them to be ranked any higher, at least in our opinion. You know, if somebody else knows them, great. But for us, they have too many unknowns.
Next.
12, Mikey, go ahead.
Yeah, bro. Now this is getting like a little, you know.
It's actually getting tough. All right, so
this is where feelings are going to start to get hurt.
Yeah, and feelings that I don't care for. But here we go. I'm gonna have to go here, bro. I'm stuck between 2 teams right now. Actually, I'm stuck between 3 teams. I'm stuck between Broncos, Colts, and Chargers.
Leave the Colts out of it.
No, I think the Colts are up there.
No.
Colts are Swiss cheese, bro. On defense, that team is horrible.
I think Broncos.
Broncos may have that problem as well because that team has never, ever played together. And obviously that can be said for any team in DD, but just that collection of talent.
The Colts play together. All
It
of
doesn't
them.
offensively, they're going to be good. Offensively, they're going to be good.
And all they need to do is get one stop.
No, let's not get carried away. That team is Swiss cheese on defense. Swiss cheese. They're getting no stops.
And they're a Ferrari on offense.
No. If it was fours, I can agree with it. But in fives, no shot. I'm sorry.
Fredo, Ant, Carlos, Julio Iglesias.
It doesn't matter. Bro. I'm sorry.
I just, the Chink at 5. I don't like that offensively. I like it defensively. Juju is a good pick, both sides. That was really good by Chargers. He's on Chargers, right?
Yeah. Then Timmy's a good pick. Josh is a good pick. George Garcia is a good pick. Marin's a good pick. I like that team. I'm not crazy about it, but I like that team.
I'm gonna be not biased here. It comes down to Broncos and Colts. And
I would put Broncos, Chargers, then Colts. I would put the Colts at 10.
I can't put the Colts over Chargers.
You can't, bro. You can't. I'm telling you.
Let's timestamp this. I want to come back to this conversation like after the tournament. I really think that everyone's sleeping on Fredo.
I'm not. I know what Alfredo can do.
But I have a frame of him in my bed that I pray to every night. But
bro, Anthony, and Ant, you guys are, come on, man. They got a great rusher. They got kids who could play DB in done deal.
Nah, bro. I don't see it. I think that team defensively is atrocious. And I'm being
I think they're mediocre, not atrocious.
Julio and Carlos are playing DB for you, which
is bro, no. And I love Julio. He can't cover.
No, he can't cover. No. God, no, he can't cover.
So then who's gonna cover? Carlos? He can't cover either.
No, but in done deal, yes, you can. You clog the middle. You put each on the opposite sides. You put Anthony in the back.
Mikey, do you want to tell him what I would do to that team if I play him? Do you want to tell him my game plan?
It's tough, bro. That defense is just not. It's not there for me, bro.
I think if they play together, if they play,
and it's a team that doesn't miss flags, bro. It's a team that doesn't miss flags in fives in a small field.
Carlos and Julio don't touch defense with that.
Bro. I think if the Broncos play the Colts offense is stupid. That offense is crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Colts get the ball, they win that game. They just need one stop.
But they can't get that stop, man. I'm telling you, that team's bad. I have to go Colts at 12, bro.
Okay,
it's close. I'll give you that because it's kind of like Raiders Lions. I'm gonna take Alfredo over David. Not even close.
Yeah.
But man, I gotta take Pina and AJ.
Listen,
over
I don't listen. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. David Davila's throwing the ball. One of those kids is gonna get that interception.
Granted, but
they're gonna get that stop. You can't convince me that David Davila led Broncos is gonna be better than an Alfredo Lopez led Colts.
The draft is really good for Davila.
All right,
I'm telling you, bro.
Put it there.
Listen,
I concede. 11. Well, now we're gonna be here all night. Broncos 11, and then 10 puts us what? Chargers.
Let me see. Chargers. I don't have the Chargers that low.
What about the Dolphins?
I'm gonna go 10. I'm gonna go 10. I think 10 might be the Seahawks.
I thought you guys were a little bit higher on the Seahawks.
I'm super high on them.
You're high on the Seahawks?
I think Seahawks have the number 1 draft. He was the best captain of the night. He for sure was the best captain of the night. His draft.
Nah, bro, you're crazy.
His draft was exceptional, bro.
Why? Because he got Lewis. That's it.
Lewis and I know Dax is not as
Jules,
but the Dax and Jules back to back. He has 3 very good wide receivers, man.
Bro, he could have gone better players. He could have gone. Think about it. He could have gone Mikey. He could have gone Justin. He could have gone Ham.
Don't compliment me.
But he went with familiarity.
And that's fine. And that's 100% fine.
He's played with these guys before.
That's fine. But I don't think that team's good.
My problem is JD. I think if you give,
and then you add that on top of it.
If you give another quarterback that draft, like for example,
it's a different conversation.
Like you're gonna give him Yohan that draft, bro. Yohan's ranked number 1, and it's not even close.
And then again, we're forgetting that the Seahawks still have arguably the worst player in George Ramos.
Okay.
What is JD going to do with that?
You're right.
Nothing. So that to me is why, because you can't have that guy and JD.
Okay.
You clog him in the middle and you make him center and you snap with him.
Who's in
You can
the
do it.
position? Like, who's in Lulu's team? Just so I know. I don't have no idea.
Lulu is Georgie, Chang, Jonathan, J-Man, Martin, Laz Alabao, and Nick Q.
Okay, I'm not that high on Chang, and you know that, Perra.
Yeah.
But
But the rest of that team is pretty good. They have speed everywhere. And then you have Lulu. I'm gonna take Lulu over JD.
Okay. When you put it like that, yes.
Yeah, that's what. And then again, it's like you said, when you're combining JD and George Ramos.
okay. So we're putting Seahawks at 10.
Yep.
Because of JD.
And Ramos. And then again, it's even that we had, the Raiders and Lions and Eagles as the, solidified bottom 3 teams. Bro, none of these teams arguably are like, bro, that team has no shot. Why? Devin can get hot. They have a pretty decent team. Andy can get hot. He has like Alfredo. He drafted grownups. He drafted a regular team. So if they both get hot, those teams can go deep. And then Andy, if he gets hot throwing and he's running the ball, they can go deep. So it's not like none of these teams are like complete. Oh, they're out of it. They're done. No.
Especially everybody makes the playoffs, right?
Yeah, no, and exactly. Everyone makes the playoffs. So everyone, if they show up, they can win. They can make a deep
100%. No, 100%. We're just stacking them against what we feel is better competition. Okay.
And I think the common factor was the fact that those 3 teams didn't have a bona fide number 1 guy.
Yeah.
On either side of the ball.
Right. And then not having an elite quarterback is but that's why they were able to draft so high. But they didn't maximize their value.
Yeah.
So you're kind of still sort of where you were at.
The only team I see here with an elite quarterback is the Colts, like elite. But again, he did the Fredo troll, which is what he always does. He loves his fucking. I'm sorry for cursing. He loves his Mojo guys, and he went for Mojo. I know Fredo. He'd rather play with them than.
Of course, I think offensively that team should be one of the better teams offensively, without a doubt. I don't think that's a question, but
On defense, I'm actually.
Listen. I'm gonna be. What was it? Havoc. It was Halloween Havoc. Fredo got to the final in rec with me at center, Julio and little Carlos on offense. After that day, I never, ever, 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 ever gonna doubt Fredo's ability on offense. That guy could win with anyone on the offensive side of the ball. I'm just giving their defense a little bit more credit. But
the thing is, we're not doubting Fredo. We're doubting the
defense.
This is easily it's the 16th ranked defense, and it's not undebatable. You cannot debate me that.
Yeah, 100%.
So that has to bring that weighs them down a lot. But anyways, we're moving on. Now it gets tough. Remind me who's on the Packers.
Packers is Nico, Polly, Anthony Valencia, Chris J, now Rolly, Manu, and Roger.
I have to go here. Shit.
Bro, it has to be between Rams and Chargers.
Yeah.
I think Dolphins. I'm just not convinced.
So the only thing the Dolphins, I play the Dolphins, and the thing I like about the Dolphins is their overall speed. J-Man is fast and a very good rusher. He's gonna bother a lot of people. And Martin Otero is a sleeper. I saw him at the scrimmage, and then I saw him play, I think in Battle Miami, whatever, that the Dolphins played as a team in that tournament. He's sneaky fast, bro. He's a good athlete. So that's why. And then they have Alabao at tier 6. And then the worst player is Nick Q, which is not a bad player to have as your worst player. And then what we talked about, I think your team is very good up top, but I think where it leads a little bit, is at the bottom.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with the Rams, and I'm speaking here not as Mikey, I'm speaking as a DD Live reporter. If Willie wanted to go David, I don't think he had to go to number 4 for that.
100%.
In hindsight, he also didn't have to go 18 for Jerry, because CC was there at 19, Jaime's at 20. I'm not saying that you maybe take him. I know Willie has more experience with Jerry, but these are those first 2 picks, and I'm very happy with them. But it's things that Willie doesn't know much about DD. And
I think the 18th pick was set in stone from the moment that pick was there.
But I think if he would have had more DD experience, he could be like, damn, bro, I don't think nobody wants Jerry here, bro. I think I could back up to like 21, 22. Or David. I mean, back up to 8 because the 4th pick has mad value. Who's gonna take David top 4? You know, things like because Eddie fell to 8 to Cheeky. So these quarterbacks are falling, bro. But again, so those are the things where he could have fixed that back end issue, where we have Gabe S. You're funny, my guy, but you know.
But listen, but then again, you have a sleeper in Caesar who's very fast, and then Nick G reigning best tier 5, great offensively. But it's just I think it's you guys at 9, bro.
Okay. That was where the draft was kind of like But
I would have put the Rams at 8, Chargers at 9.
I think so. That's what I wanted to do. But
all right, then let's do it. Let's do it. But I just think
I don't like Chink at 5th overall, bro. I think that's he'll lock someone down, I guess. But what's he gonna do on offense for Eric, bro?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I think yeah, you guys, because you guys have the quarterback. Let's put you guys at 8, and let's put
two quarterbacks. They got 2 quarterbacks, and they could both play the handoff game.
What's Eric gonna do with Chink on offense? To me, it's just a waste. So like he's gonna be bro. Like,
but again, Chink is not gonna be his number 1. He has Juju.
And then
I think Jerry can handle it. But whatever, it's tight, bro. I mean, all these teams right now we're going into a zone where
we're literally like picking, like we're slicing like they're close. A lot of these teams, they're very good at one thing, very bad at another. Then the next team is very bad at that thing, and then very good at the other thing. So it's just sort of where we're putting value at, and obviously what you guys are telling me, by what I'm seeing with everything that we're picking, is that we're gonna give the preferred hand here to the defensive teams.
Yes,
he's going to shut down the offenses.
In 5,
that's another thing that we got to take into account. We're playing the whole game, so you need to play defense. No, it's not first to 5 or first to 4. You're gonna play the whole game. So in pool play, whatever, because it's 10 minutes. Playoffs, fine, 12 minutes. But if you get to that semis and that championship is 15-minute halves, and you gotta play it out.
Yo, 5s is clogged. Like defense matters in 5s. Like, there's no room to throw. You need to have an elite quarterback. You need to have it's going to be hard, bro.
So go ahead, Angel. Who you got at 7? Who's your vote for the 7th spot?
Dolphins.
I got to put Redskins here.
Yeah, that was the team, bro. Because they don't have that guy.
Okay.
I don't see it.
I just feel that compared to the Dolphins, I feel that the Redskins are better than the Dolphins. But that's it. 7 and 6 is Dolphins, Redskins, and then
I think it's very similar. I think it's very, very. You guys I think you guys are both right there. You guys match up.
Like Jaime and Dusty on the same team.
No, and your team is full of dogs. Try hard. I love it.
Everyone on the team is a try hard.
I love it. But like we've been saying, I'm gonna take Lulu over Tommy.
I've seen Tommy play the last Turkey Bowl, a couple Red Zone games I've watched, and he's not bad, but he reminds me of like no offense to my dog fans, he just reminds me of like a tool, like no personality, throws his little 5 and out, safe player, has his plays, but there's no like, hey, we're down 3-1. What's up? Like, run this PCP right now, route this mother up. And let's
Mikey, I would like to remind you that Tua came in at halftime losing in a national championship game and bombed the living crap out of everybody to win that game. All right. So
yeah, but it wasn't Tua. It was all the 8-star receivers he had.
And
right. And what's the difference with the Dolphins is that they don't have those guys. So there's no Tua slander on at least on the one thing that has my fingerprint. Like, well, I'm not going to take Tua slander on.
All right, so let's not take any Tua and Dolphin slander. Let's put the Dolphins at 6 then. I think the Dolphins are a little bit better than the Redskins.
I just think that doesn't matter how wild Lulu could run. Dusty and Jaime are going to pull that flag and they're going to shut him down.
It's just going to be harder for Lulu to run. It's more clogged too. Running it's not like 4s where it's green grass. Lulu va a pasar un poco off, but
he's going to have to break.
We're splitting hairs right now.
Yeah, no, we are splitting hairs. I agree. Yeah, so Dolphins
splitting hairs. Oof, 5.
I think this is where the Chiefs go to 5.
No, man. I think the Falcons. I like the Chiefs' speed over the Falcons' speed.
Let me think.
Eddie on
Chiefs-
defense. Listen,
Chiefs are
listen,
cheeky.
Eddie's a phenomenal football player. Phenomenal. But remember, we love Eddie for offense, not for defense.
Okay, but so the same thing can be said for Munchie though.
What, that he's not going to be able to provide it on offense because he's
Yeah.
a great defensive player? But did we not
Exactly.
just say that we're going to give defense the preference here?
Okay, but then Brandon over Pete. You're taking Petey over Brandon?
I'm taking Petey's IQ over Brandon. Yes.
Okay.
Petey has the ability to call out every single play before it happens.
Oh, it's annoying. It's crazy.
Like he knows, man. He knows. I've lined up in front of Petey, and Petey tells me, "You better sell me on this route." And I'm like, it's like in my head, I already know. Damn it, he knows.
Yeah. I like the Falcons back end better than the Chiefs. I like Harold and Matthew Aponte better than Mendoza and Daniel Q. I like Chiefs at 5, man.
Chiefs at 5, and then I think that's then we could slide in the Falcons at 4.
I like Chiefs at 5 only because I know they haven't practiced not one bit. They have no idea. Eddie and Cheeky have no idea how they're gonna mesh. It should be fun to watch, but they have not.
Cheeky, I mean, Eddie got a taste of playing wide receiver, and he knows he's going out there just to have fun, and he could get a couple of handoffs. Cheeky,
Eddie's a
can run and he
college
can throw
level
it to him.
receiver. Let's not forget that.
And-
Eddie can run great routes.
Eddie has phenomenal hands. He's a gamer, so I think they're going to be just fine. They'll be fine. I'm saying about defense is where I'm splitting hairs here, where I'm giving obviously the Falcons the upper
No,
edge.
and I think even the back end, that Harold Matthew Aponte, I'm gonna take that over Mendoza.
Matthew Aponte, extremely underrated, very, very good
Underrated.
hands, very good hands for someone on the back end of the draft. Very good hands for and who was the other player? Harold. I know. We know what Harold could do. Harold balled out in the finals against the Niners 2 seasons ago. So it's like when put in the position, especially in positions of pressure, they've both been, Harold's been able to perform, and I've seen Matthew Aponte play enough to say that he's good enough on the back end, and I'm going to give it to the Falcons. Falcons 4.
Falcons 4.
Yeah, defense is just they have Elias too, right, Daniel?
Yeah, Daniel. I got the Packers at 3, man.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna go with it. I think Nico's good. He'll make like his bad receivers work.
Then obviously the top 2 is it's great, but especially now that he lost Jose for Rolly, I like the pickup. Although I like the pickup, he got slower. So
No, I just don't think he has he can win with that team, but I don't think he has Anthony O's good, Pauly's good, they're good, but I think Saints and Giants just have a better team. It's not a knock on Packers. I think they have the more it guys right now.
It'll come down to the matchups, because if you recall the last tournament, Nico didn't have an exceptional team, and he was pretty knocked on the team that he was playing with. I think one of his best players was Laz, right? Was one of his best players.
I think that was his number 1 receiver. Yeah.
Yeah, and he made some noise. If it wasn't, losing to a team that went to the final with you and Baca, Perra, it could have been Nico in that game. So obviously the matchups play into a role, but obviously stacking up these rosters against each other.
Yeah,
Packers
matchups
3.
and rosters, I just don't think they have enough.
Packers 3.
And then here, obviously, and I'm gonna pick the number 1 slot because bro, the draft is really good, bro. Even though these people got Al and Chris Diaz a duel, which to me is disgusting on defense, like that's a problem. Even offensively, and Johan's not a bad quarterback, bro. Especially not for DD, but you got Mark, who just won an A-chip in Texas. You got Pat, who's playing with his little brother. But I know that's there's nothing there, but that's an intangible that matters. That's awesome. You have Baca, who's good. Like, bro, just those 4 people. I don't care who else on your team. You're fucking loaded. That defense is locked down. You have the safety, the 2 DBs. You can hide through heel in the middle. You can hide whoever else in the middle. they'll be fine. Yes, there'll be some times where they're gonna pick on the muerto because they're not good on the back end, but not enough to do it consistently the whole game. And it's not like they have, no offense, they don't have like a Ramos, they don't have like a Lazo where it's you can keep doing it over. Eventually Trujillo will. I played against him. He'll adjust a little bit, you know. And the Saints, to me, just I only see Chris D and Ale. I don't see really anything else, even though that duel was really good. So for me, I'm gonna go Giants #1 and Saints. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, no, I agree. 1-2.
Listen, I'll say this. I think the more and more I look at the Saints, they're not #2. They're 1B, bro. Like,
They're good.
Justin is a try-hard.
I know. No,
And hella speed.
The reason why I want to go Saints #2 is honestly because I saw some bickering in the DD chat and I remembered, Johan has had a good team before. He had D-Rock, Timmy. Remember the last tournament?
Yeah.
Loaded. It was actually really scary. And
All I remember from that tournament was Johan screaming at all of them.
Did they go 0-3?
Yeah. I think
Screaming at all of them.
Yeah. So like, I mean,
Alabama. They were Alabama.
Yeah, they wear the hoodies. They wear the hoodies.
They wore the hoodies after the first game. They ditched them because of how hot it was.
But yeah, I mean, I think, like I said earlier, I think the Giants, my team is definitely #1. And bro, it's all on me. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's all on me.
The good thing is you have a handoff guy, and after the handoff, you still have back Mark and Pat as receivers.
No, I have 3 handoff guys.
And the best.
All 3 of those guys can throw.
And the best defense.
And that's another thing, that I had talks like with Nico. I was like, listen, man, if I'm gonna go top, I'm gonna go top freaking heavy. I'm gonna go 3 tier 2s. Because guess what? I'm always gonna have 2 on the field, no matter what. So I'm like, Nico, you're gonna have a drive. Mind you, I don't think he should ever get to that rotation, but Nico's gonna have a drive where he's gonna be throwing to Chris J, Rolly, Manu, and Roger.
Yeah.
And then defensively, he's gonna have 2 drives with only Paulie and only Anthony. So he's gonna have Manu or Roger at one of those corner spots or Rolly. Nothing against those guys, but who are they gonna be able to cover?
Yeah, no, it's I think you had the best draft for sure. You drafted really good. It's on you, obviously, but I think you.
But like I said, I think the Saints, bro, like they had a great draft. Like people are forgetting about Justin.
A great replacement. If it was CC, I don't know if I put them 2 right now because the defense is not the same. But the fact that they got Ale, bro, Ale is low key to me a better defender than Chris D. I know we all put Chris D as safety. But low key, Ale might be the safety right now.
And then again, we add the versatility offensively where Al can get a handoff and throw the whole field. And Johan is not the most mobile guy, but he's a body. So if you just throw it at him, good luck getting around him.
Ale can throw, run, catch, defend, go up with D-Rock for an up ball, and probably beat him to it, low key.
Yeah. So, and then again, like I said, I love Justin. Sebas, Willie's little brother, super fast, super try hard. Then Gianni, a great rusher for DD. And then who's our worst player? Kenny, not a bad last player either. He has very consistent hand for that tier 7. So I think it's fair to say that the Giants is #1, but like I said, I think the Saints are 1B, and if they are #2, they're a very close #2. And it's really just like it can be said for any other team, but I think it really is up to Johan and up to me.
Yes,
but we have everything we need. At least I think he has everything he needs, and I think I have everything I need to be successful.
I would have put Johan #1 if I would have seen him do work in the last tournament with that crazy team. The fact that he went 0-3 with superstars tells me that he's a iffy guy, but whatever. I got to go with the Giants. I've seen what Baca and Perra could do. They've proven to go to the chip before, and now they got Pat and Mark. Cut it out. You feel me? So they go #1. I think these are pretty solid rankings. I mean, some things could go to debate, but
of course, everything's gonna be debated. But I think
what Chris P did, was just
and I think the fact that we were able to explain why we made the decisions that we made is definitely gonna help. Like we know, people are always gonna complain. We're not gonna please everybody, but I think it's fair to say 16, 15, and 14, that's what it should be. And I think it's pretty fair to say that
13 and 10, 13 through 10, you could put them in una licuadora.
13 through 8, you can put them, and then just pick them out of a hat, and then 7 through 5, same thing. And then 1 through 4 have, in my opinion, separated themselves.
I think so too. I agree with that.
On paper.
I think
that's a fair assessment, I think.
I think 1 through 4, I'd be shocked if there's a first round exit. And if there is, it was a total combust by the quarterback.
Yeah, and I think just that 1 through 4 have they're good, if not great, on both sides of the ball.
What's the best worst team here?
The
what?
The best worst team here. Out of when we look at the back end, what's the team here? If you had to pick one to gamble on a plus 4,000 Vegas odds to win the Super Bowl, who are you taking?
I'm Colts. I'm putting money on the Colts.
No, but we're talking about the last 3, the Eagles.
Oh, Eagles.
Yeah,
put the money in. No, hell no, not the Eagles. Jesus, bro, the teams are bad.
They're bad, but again, the fact that they don't have to depend on a quarterback just sitting back there. And he can make plays. His running ability is going to scare some teams.
No, I'm afraid of their defense. Not their offense, their defense. Because a lot of the running gets mitigated by the fact that it's 5 people on the field, and you could just have that, you could play zone, have the guy in the middle clog it, or you could play at the line.
Yeah, but let's listen. Lulu did that last tournament, and his team was worse than this Eagles team. I'm sorry.
That's true.
And I'm not putting Andy in the same category as Lulu, but Andy's a pretty damn good athlete.
Yeah, you got to put a good rush on him for sure.
So
if Yohan was there, you're probably moving him back. Andy helps him out a lot, but
no, the team is better. The team is better with Andy because of the fact that Andy can run. Johan just sitting back there with a peg leg was not going to do much.
No shot. He was not going to
that team.
You can't ask the rushers here, don't rush me because I'm recovering from an ACL. That's not going to fly here. Everyone's going to rush you even harder.
Have the weapons to run the right routes for him, like that. So, but I would probably take to win it off. I'm looking at the back 5, a gamble. I'd go with Colts, and then the biggest bust out of the top 5 that'd be like, wow, bro. I'm sure that they're gonna bust. They're gonna find a way to bust. Is the Saints.
Listen,
I think.
Now you're just like pressing into like my next the next segment because
what's the next? Hit me.
What matchups are you looking for?
Now I'm into this.
Now, what matchups are you looking for? We're gonna have Giants and Saints at 8:00 in the morning.
No way, you guys play each other?
Exactly. 1v2, 8:00 in the morning.
Tell me Rams are reffing. Let me check that out.
No, it's not the Rams. It's the
Chiefs.
I think it's the Redskins. I think it's you, Angel.
No, Chiefs, Eddie.
Oh, Chiefs.
Eddie and Cheeky.
I'm asked for a switch. I need to watch that. Yo, que clase palo, whoa!
I know.
Wait, but do you referee at that time slot?
I don't think I don't referee an 8:00 game. I think I'm gonna be able to watch that game, man.
Tell me I ref because I'll leave my field.
I ref at 9:30. I play at 8:45 and at 10.
Nah, you don't ref, Mikey.
Damn, cuz.
You don't ref. So you can go watch the game.
I'm gonna be able to watch this game.
No, you don't ref. 8:00 is the Falcons. You're the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't play at 8:00 and you don't referee.
Yep, we can watch that game.
I'm there with 5 laggers watching Thunder and Lightning. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that for me, the moment we did this and I saw them two there, I'm like,
I'll tell you this right now.
Let's not talk about it because I know this is where we're going, and it's exactly that. 8:00, we're gonna get to know, and then, but that sort of helps you guys because someone has to lose, and if the other one wins out, then you guys are gonna, spread apart in the.
No, there's that potential that we can see each other in the first round of the playoffs.
Loser of that game, yeah, like we did Perra, which is weird. I don't know how we ended up seeing each other first round after we played in both.
Well, but listen, they did something to circumvent that, which is we're playing out the full clock so that points actually matter. It's not like getting to 4 and GGs.
But I
the
think
fact-
last tournament was like that too, no?
No, we didn't accumulate points. We
It was up
didn't
to 4.
accumulate points. It was to 4.
No, it was to 5. It just nobody got to 5, but
Nobody
it was up
got
to
to 5. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But the fact that you could just score quick, and just score, I think that's going to come into play for the tiebreakers. So
Winner-
in theory, the point differential is going to help.
Winner of that Saints Giants games, I'm gonna tell you right now that it is gonna set the tone. Whoever loses that game I don't think they'll recover from the tourney just because it's a big game.
It's more important for the Giants than it is for the Saints because Perra, with the amount of trades that you did, you put a bullseye on your back.
I don't think so. I think it's actually more important for the Saints.
You think so?
I think
Chris D is known as a late starter.
Okay.
Al is known as a late starter. And they have Justin. Team has obviously, like I said before, not a lot of teams has played together before, but I have the continuity aspect. I have Baca and Patterson have played together on multiple teams.
Yeah.
Patterson and Mark have played together on multiple teams. Anthony has played with all those guys. So I'm only incorporating one sprinkle. I'm only adding one ingredient to the mix.
Can't wait for
as
the 8
opposed
o'clock
to-
game.
the thing
And
about
then everyone, and now I'm not saying that the Saints have no dogs because it's anything farther from the truth. Chris D's a dog, Al's a freaking animal, and Justin's an animal. And then their back end, I love their back end. With little Sebas and I think who is it? George? No, not George. And Gianni. So they have a good rush. They're gonna always have a good rush on the field. But Sebas, that's another guy. Sebas, I think he got there right at game time last tournament. So those are guys that have to get up early and be there. So
Not go out on Friday night and puke in a trash can outside the
yeah,
stadium.
man. So I think, and then again, just the fact that they've never played together, I think it's more important to get off to a good start when you've never obviously played together whatsoever. And you don't have that continuity that you can lean on. Okay, listen, we've been here before. Maybe not as a whole collective unit, but we've been here before. Me and Baca have been there before. Me and Baca beat Mikey, but then we got destroyed by Lewis in the second game of pool play. I threw like 11 picks that game, I think. I don't know. I was literally like, who wants one? And Baca was like, hey, don't worry about it. We're good, bro. Get it out of the way. I have Patterson is the same guy. Mark is the same guy. So I think it might be a little bit more important for the Saints to get off to a bad start, especially like you said, they got off to a bad start. Well, Johan got off to a bad start last tournament. So
it's going to be a fire game. I think another fire game too is Colts and Packers. Only because
100%.
Mojo versus G's. If Anthony O is a G now, I'm not sure, but it's like Mojo versus G's. It looks like a G's team with Roger, and a Mojo team. So I'm excited to watch that, bro.
Yeah, that's one. That was the third game I was going to mention.
Yeah.
Colts, Packers, 10-15. Nico versus Fredo. That's going to be a good game. And another one that I want to look at. Unfortunately, it's going to be at the same time, but they're going to be on adjacent fields. So whoever's standing there could just keep be looking at 3 and 4. Falcons, Chiefs. I want to see the dynamic on that game. Falcons, Chiefs, for me, look like a fun game to watch. Colts, Packers, Saints, Giants. Those are the 3 games from pool play that I really would care to see because everything else out of there, the ante is not going to be raised until elimination is a viable, outcome of the game. Because pool play games, you're going to do your best. You're going to want to try to set the tempo, but it's not a playoff game. So I'm just looking for the headlines, the storylines. Mojos versus G's. I like that.
And
anything with Cheeky and Eddie. I want to see as much as Cheeky and Eddie as possible, man.
I think
I'm gonna add Lulu versus Laura. 2 running quarterbacks.
Okay.
They're both gonna have, they both have a great 1-2 punch with Georgie and Chang versus Juju and Chink. And they both have a good rusher that should be able to keep up with the other guy. Laura has Timmy and Lulu has J-Man. So those are 2 pretty good rushers that, should be able to keep up with the other. So it should be an interesting game.
100%. 100%. So, guys, bold predictions. It's that time. Bold predictions. What do you think? It has
I'm
to be
gonna go
bold.
last. I'm gonna go last.
I can go first if you want. Bold predictions.
Just anything, right? Whether it's somebody going off or a team or anything, right, Angel?
I'm gonna go my bold prediction. I'm gonna double down on it. Colts are gonna make you guys eat your words.
What does that mean? They're gonna win?
Not gonna win, but they're gonna get into the playoffs, deep into the playoffs. So win their first game in the playoffs.
That's not deep though. You got to give me something. Give me they're making top 4.
Yeah, top 4 is deep. Is like okay.
Semifinal.
Yeah, top 4.
Top 4. That's where the train tracks end for the Colts.
Okay, got you. That's
good,
bold.
Good enough to get you the top 4. Not good enough to win because those 3-4 teams at the top, you gotta at least 2 of them are gonna be there at the end. And I don't think they're good enough to beat either of them.
Okay.
That's my bold prediction. I'm
Colts top 4.
I'm Colts top 4. Mikey?
Bold prediction, bro. I'm gonna have to go. I think shit. This is tough, man.
And I even got another one for you. Andy's gonna win his first playoff game.
Oh damn!
G's Andy and the Lions are gonna win their first playoff game. Someone is gonna have to take the L from the Lions in the playoffs. Those are my 2 predictions, and I'm gonna stick to it.
Okay.
My bold prediction, bro. Like, if you want me to get bold as, I gotta say, bro. Damn, bro, there's nothing bold here to say other than what I already said. I'm gonna say it again. I think just from what I saw last tournament, Saints find a way to go 0-3, bro, first round exit.
Man, that's rough.
Yeah, that's bold. That's bold.
I think Johan loses. It gets upset that Perra waxes in first game. Not his fault. He shouldn't be mad at that. Giants have the best team. But I think it'll get to him and it'll just translate. Bro, he had D-Rock and he had a great team last time and he went 0-3. So I'm going to stick to that until he proves me wrong.
Oh, man. So I'm going to go the Angel route. I'm going to give you 2 bold predictions. Right. I got, oh, man, that's tough. Because one I can very see happen. I got the Chargers making it to the finals. I don't know. I see that defense. And I see that defense with Timmy being able to rush the better quarterbacks and the mobile quarterbacks. And then when they don't have to,
Chargers is Chink.
Juju, Timmy.
That's not bad, bro.
Yeah, but I think they're rightly rated in the middle of the pack. I believe.
Not putting them 9.
No, I think they're rightly rated, like middle of the pack. I really believe that. But I just like, I like Chink, I like Juju, Timmy, Josh.
They could.
I got them making the final.
Chargers making the final?
Yeah. Top four.
That's bold.
And then, bro, it pains me to say it, bro. And I know I'm gonna get slaughtered, bro. Because I'm going hard against my guys. Hard. But I got the Packers as a first round exit. I'm not saying 0-3 because I don't think they're gonna go 0-3. But I got the Packers first round exit.
So their schedule's tough. That's the thing, bro. So
yeah, bro. They played well. You guys say it's a cakewalk against the Colts, so it's gonna be a dub for them. But then they could lose to the Chiefs.
It's gonna be for no reason. It's gonna be lightning and fire because it's Mojo's G. So it just makes it. It's like if when the Dolphins play the Patriots, it becomes
rivalry. It's whether they want to admit it or not. For whatever the reason, that's a rivalry game to whoever they want to think it's a rivalry game. And, rivalry games, throw record out the window, throw teams out the window, people show up.
It's
a dogfight.
It's gonna be
Oh, no,
that.
100%, 100%. And none of those guys on that team forgot what happened in Turkey.
And whoever loses there is their momentum's done. Like their mood is gonna be done just because
No,
of the
especially that the Packers, like, it's so okay, get back up, wake up, because you got to play the Chiefs now.
No, I think that's their last game. So
Yeah,
that's their second game.
Yeah.
So let's say they go into that game 0-1 and they lose, they have to now turn around right after because they're more likely going to be playing in that first round of playoffs, like in that first set of the games.
Yep.
So again, I don't think they go 0-3, but I think they're a first round exit.
Okay.
Bro, they can.
That's bold.
And that's bold because like I said, I'm going hard against my guys.
Yeah,
they got Nico, they got Paulie, and they got Anthony. So and they got Roger. I love Manu.
But one and two isn't out of the realm of reason because of the fact that, if he goes 1-1, he's going to be in that middle pack. So he's going to have to go up against someone that obviously is playing better than what they did in pool play. And hopefully they have a better matchup. Okay. Hey, those were some bold predictions, guys. How do you guys feel? Excited? Are you going to tell us who are going to be the two additions? No?
What two additions?
The teams affected?
Oh,
no hints, no nothing?
No. How the hell am I supposed to know? But we're gonna vote, or we're gonna say who we got, as our final four, each of our final fours.
I'm down. I can go first if you want.
Go.
Okay. I obviously I'm gonna put Giants first. I'm gonna put biasly so. Just because I think Rams have an easy schedule. We play Lions and then we play. What's the second game?
Washington against us. Jaime.
Okay.
Dusty.
I think we find a good way to get a good seed. We find a good little first playoff team. I think we're there. Low key, it could happen. It's boomer bust for us. I got, but that's bias, obviously. I got Rams, Giants. I'm gonna take Falcons. And I'm gonna take Dolphins.
I got Washington. I think we get in. I think we get in just because of Jaime, Dusty, Forrest. Tommy's used to playing with high quality players. He knows how to command a huddle. So I think he's going to find ways to feed Dusto, to feed Jaime, to feed Forrest, and then everything else. It's up to par to where the ranking should be. It's not that we're going to have, this big, this big separation in gap in talent. So I think that just because the amount of dogs that we have on our team, that will be that fourth team. I expect Giants to be there. I called the Colts being there, and I'm going to stick to it. And the Falcons. Those are my four teams.
The Falcons wouldn't surprisingly win it all, bro, to be honest.
Yeah. And honestly, for me, it just boils down to Falcons and Giants.
I think so. I think that's a predictable.
I think that'll be my four. And if Washington doesn't make it as that fourth team, the Rams get in there, because I see the Rams beating the Lions, and if the Rams beat Washington, then they're in prime position to get into that to that semifinal. So it isn't that difficult to think of Rams, Colts. I know you guys don't believe in the Colts, but I do. Rams, Colts, Falcons, Giants in no specific order, but I still think it's going to be Giants, Falcons.
Super Bowl for sure. I think so too.
I like we don't know how the brackets are going to play out. I love the Saints individually. I don't like the Saints collectively. So there's that. You, Perra?
And then okay. I have obviously I have the Giants. I have the Rams. I have the Chiefs.
Okay.
And I have the Falcons.
Yeah.
So we kind of agree that the Rams, Giants, and Falcons have to be in the conversation of the Final Four.
And then like you said, Angel, if I want to take my team out of it, I want to put the Chargers in there. Because that was my bold prediction that they're going to be in the top four. So
yeah, and especially that Laura has already some experience, and he's already hashed out whatever wrinkles or migraines running an offense in DD is like, especially with the gap in talent from what he normally plays with on 305. So
Eagles make it the top 4, bro. We gotta delete our show.
we reboot.
If
We go 3.0.
If Eagles make it to the top 4, we gotta delete our show.
Well, no, I think you and I both agree that they're the biggest underdog.
Their schedules. I mean, they also play the Lions and Washington, which are good games. Eagles and Lions is a fair game, and then Eagles and Redskins, it's on Tommy. Tommy needs to play. He can easily lose that game. And he's now one to sleep on. Who's
Andy can't play defense. Who's gonna rush there? Kevin? Then who's gonna be DB2?
Who's rushing Andy though from your team? Oh, you got Forrest. Okay. Andy, Forrest needs to put it up.
Worst case scenario, and this is just me talking out of my head. Nothing that they've told me and Forrest line up at the line. I drop back and he rushes in. He kills ball and I get opposite side.
The best rusher in DD is Kevin. Andy made that guy look dummy.
No, he's not.
Just from what I hear in the DD.
Yeah, bro. In Turkey Bowl, he put like Ernie was on his knees, like on the floor, like crawling to get back up to chase Andy.
So it's gonna be hard. It depends on your rush, bro.
Bro, you were clowning Kevin the whole entire time that he was rushing Kevin. I mean, Kevin was rushing Andy. Like Kevin was on the floor all the time, and you're like, and you're the best. Like it was
shotgun waiting for him to come. He wasn't even trying to throw.
That final was a slaughter. Was 27-7.
But Andy's a guy back there, so I think you need a good rusher. If you don't have a good rusher, if you rush him good, it's over.
Yeah.
If you let him run around and do Andy things and don't sleep things, then bro, Eagles can make a run.
That's what I'm saying, man. If they get that good run,
they won't make a good run because they'll end up playing a better team. Like for example, the Giants, bro, Baca's gonna go rush that guy. And go kill that. If they play Rams, I'll go try and kill that. If they play Chiefs, I'm sure Eddie is gonna pull up or Cheek is gonna pull up. The better teams that have these guys will find a way. I doubt Washington's gonna use Hyman for that. I doubt they're gonna use Dusty to rush.
No.
The Force is gonna have to pipe up, and that's where I'm like,
We'll see.
But
I'm not gonna tip my hand, but we'll see.
If it was your own, I'd give it to you guys. But Andy's a nice little boost, so we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. Jam-packed show. Think we made something of this Winter Classic. For all the guys who got injured, we hope you guys have a speedy recovery. Hopefully, you guys will be with us in the following season. If not, don't be strangers. Everyone going out this weekend, have fun, have a great time. Take pictures, take videos, any highlights, anything that you guys want to share for it to make it back onto the show. Please do share with one of the three of us or with one of the commissioners, and we'll make sure to put the content up here because, as always, without you guys, this show would be nothing. And as voted by you guys, not by us, best segment in town. Gentlemen, we love you guys. We appreciate you. DD Live, peace out.